Hello you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, kindly hit the subscribe button down below to join us, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my content. I appreciate that love so much.
These days I don't really care for all that empty conversation. No, these days I don't care for competition. You're the one that's racing.
Guys, in today's video, as promised in our previous video, I want to talk about business ideas that work well with rent a shelf. Yani business ideas that you as a small business owner can do, and you just have to rent a shelf. You don't have to, own like a big shop or anything like that. You just need to rent a shelf and your business will be running smoothly. So these are some of the ideas that work well with rent a shelf. I know there are others, so many others probably that I'm not going to mention in this video, but this is just like, categorizing them and giving you like a rough idea of what you can do, what business you can do with renting a shelf. The first thing is very obvious actually, is clothing and shoes. You can be selling maybe kids clothes, men's clothes, ladies clothes, any type of clothing. It can be innerwears, it can be, it can be sleepwear, all those types of clothes. Since we do have, like, when you rent a shelf, we do have somewhere that you can be able to fit. Your clients can come in and be able to fit in the clothing item that you're selling. So that one can work well with rent a shelf. And you can also be able to bring your display materials, let's say like a dummy or hangers, to the shop, so that you can be able to display your items on your shelf, or even outside here on the door, or outside the building that you have rented a shelf on. Also the shoes are actually a very good business idea. You can choose to do high heels, you can choose to do men's, kids, ladies, you can choose to do flats, official wear. All those things are categorized in that category of clothing and shoes. Another business idea that you can do is jewelry and accessories. You can be selling like things like earrings, bracelets, rings, necklaces. Those are jewelry, like watches, all these things. And you can also add in accessories there, like handbags, like I do. You can do other accessories, car accessories. It can be just anything, any accessory that you can think about. It can be like phone accessories. These things are things that you can bring to your shelf. It can be nails accessories, all these things that fall under jewelry and accessories. You can just look for something that you can be able to sell, or just sell the variety of accessories, because accessories are quite actually small, so they can fit in such a shelf. So many of them can fit in such a shelf. It can be press-on nails, it can be all these things, can be hair accessories. All these things can be something to do with kids accessories. It can be kids learning materials, like the marker pens and everything, not marker pens, the coloring pens and everything. Yeah, so that's another category of businesses that you can do with rent a shelf. Another category is deco. It can be house deco, home deco, everything to do with deco. You can bring it. Let's say you are selling artificial plants, you're selling artificial deco materials. It can be things like just anything to do with deco. It can be pillowcases, home improvement materials. All these fall under the deco category. And also we have kitchen utensils. You can be selling utensils like the granite sufurias. These shelves are quite big. You can bring some of your items. You can even rent more storage space if you have, those bulky things. But kitchen utensils are not, all of them are not bulky, so there are others that you can just bring without you having to rent more storage spaces. You can bring the smaller ones, like the spoons, silicone spoons, all those things. The smaller ones, it can be spoons, it can be what else are we talking about here? You can also be selling like kettles, these electric kettles, anything to do with kitchen utensils. Also that one falls under business ideas that you can start with rent a shelf. Another one is, as I said, home improvement, and also there is perfumes. You can be selling perfumes. Actually, these shelves are quite big. You can be selling the designer perfumes. It can be the refill perfumes. Any type of perfume also is something that you can be selling. Another thing is skincare and health products. Like I showed you in our previous video, these are like health products. It can be skincare, it can be body wash, the scrubs. All these things are also, you know, they are not that big. They can fit a few items in the shelves that you rent. And as I shown you guys, I do have bigger shelves that go for 2,000 Kenyan shillings. Those ones are quite big. Actually, there's nothing that can't fit. There's nothing that I have mentioned that can't fit the 2,000 shelves. So it's something that is also viable. Another thing I think I mentioned, these are like these microphones, the tripods, all those phone accessories for creating content also, because nowadays everyone is creating content. It can be for TikTok or for something else. So the small ring lights, like the ones I usually have. We have the microphones, earphones, earpods. All those phone accessories that I talked about are also things that you can that work well with rent a shelf. But there is also, I know there are many others that have not many others that I have not actually mentioned here in this video. Things like glasses. Those are accessories, right? Glasses can be like the blue light glasses. Those ones are quite in the market right now, and they are quite affordable. They are things that you can just import a few of them and, you know, test out the waters. The inner ears, as I said, those ones are also very nice. The boob tapes, all these are accessories that work well with rent a shelf. But I feel like there is just one thing that cannot work well with rent a shelf, and that is services. If you're in the service industry, it's so hard for you to, you know, rent a shelf and be doing your services here, because rent a shelf needs like a product. It can be hair product, you bring it. But when maybe you're just doing hair, it's so hard for you to be able to rent a shelf. That one you can rent spaces, but that one I don't know personally. I don't know about it personally, and I don't do it personally. So if you're into something that is service wise, that one cannot work with rent a shelf. You can rent office spaces. Those ones can't work with rent a shelf. Rent a shelf requires something that you have put there. A product requires you to bring your product, to be selling your product, but not your services. Okay guys, so those are some of the business ideas that you can do or that can work well with rent a shelf. If there is any other that I have left out, or you have a question about the business you do, if it can work well with rent a shelf, you can just comment it in the comment section below, and I'll answer you to the best of my knowledge. And that's it for this video, guys. Let me see you in my next one. Let me know what you think about this video. And yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe, give it a like, comment down below if you like the video or if you like the ideas that I have given you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.